Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. And thank you so much for giving your valuable feedback to our first podcast. This is Anuz Thapa.
And this is me, Dipika Shrestha. We really appreciate you taking out your time, your 8 minutes of your life, and taking out your time to watch our podcast on YouTube and listen to our podcast on
Various platforms. Today is the second episode, and we are talking about comfort zone. The thing is, we are from Nepal, and when we came to New York for the first time in 2014, and we were so fortunate that there were a lot of Nepalese living in New York City, so which kind of helped us to do a lot of stuff. Like our community helped us to make a social security card. They helped us to get a driving license. We are fortunate in that regard. But the thing is, if you want to learn new things and new experience new opportunities, you have to go well beyond your community. That's what
Yes.
we are talking about today.
yes,
How do we start first?
yes, yeah. That is always a big question. You know, we work in different places, and because we are in a place so diverse, like for example this is New York, so this is very diverse place, as you know. So no matter where you work, you would always come across people from other countries. So that is the first place where you can make friends
Right.
with them, right? Why don't you invite them to your home, to your apartment, to your room, and when they invite you, you should go too. That's what I think. In the apartment that you live or in your neighborhood community, they sometimes also organize potluck events, basically picnic
picnic.
events, right? So I personally think it is a good idea to go and participate, because that would give you the opportunity to know about other people through food.
Yep.
It's a good chance.
Yeah, and people are really hungry to eat good food, especially me.
And now getting on to the other point, what is the next place where people can make friends with other people, with people from different backgrounds and different cultures and different communities?
Okay, library. I didn't know nothing about library till Dipika told me. And Dipika actually signed up for New York Public Library. I didn't know that it was free to sign up for a library card till you told me.
As soon as I reached here, the first thing I did was I googled where the nearby library is.
Right.
Because when you go to the libraries here, one thing is they are free. There are numerous public libraries everywhere in New York and in the United States. So what you do is you should go there. The reason is they have so many kinds of classes, so many kinds of events, especially targeted to people like us who have recently migrated to the US.
Let's put it more clearly. What kind of classes are we talking about? Even there are classes in library where they offer how to use computers.
For people like us, our first problem is language problem.
Right.
So they have English language classes starting from the basic to intermediate and advanced. So that's a good place to start.
And it's free, guys.
So in my case, I personally have this experience of making friends with immigrants like me who have come from different parts of the world, and then the instructors who you meet, they talk to you and they are so much interested in learning about your background, your career goals.
That would be a good place to
Yes.
go out of your comfort zone. Okay, so let's talk about another way of interacting with the people from outside your community.
So the next point is the other place where you can make friends, you can make new friends, is to sign up for the activities of your interest. What I
Right.
mean by that is, Anuz, if you're interested in photography, if you're interested in cycling, why don't you just Google
Yep.
and then look for activities of your interest happening in your neighborhood and just go and attend, and most likely they would be free.
They really want people to join those events. So it could be a great opportunity to meet people.
Like just join a group that is doing a photo tour, join a group that is doing, if you're fond of running, they have so many
True.
marathons here.
Yep.
So you could just join one of the teams that just run.
Yeah, just run. Okay, I think that's about it today.
Yeah.
So what we are trying to say from this episode is, if you confine yourself only within your community, then you will have a limited opportunity, right? And if you go beyond your community, then there will be so many doors of opportunities waiting for you.
Yes.
So it's always a good thing, I think the best thing, to go beyond your community.
Because the more people you know, more are the people who know your background, who know your skill, who know your experience and expertise, and there will be more people who know what is the next thing you want to do in your career. And then if they come across something that matches with your interest, you would be the first person that they would think of.
Okay,
And they would contact
I
you.
just remember one thing.
Yeah.
Deepika was attending one of the English classes maybe.
Yes.
And then she introduced herself saying she is a good photographer.
Yes.
In one of the networking
Oh,
events,
yeah, that's a
right?
very good example,
And then
you
what
said.
happened? They had an event next month and they approached Deepika saying, okay, there's an event, would you mind
Taking
taking
photographs?
photographs? And she said yes.
Initially, I began as a volunteer photographer for the institution where I went to start learning English language. And in some events, they also paid me.
Right,
And not only that, I made so many friends.
right. So yeah, this is the main point. Just go beyond your comfort zone. And we are also learning. You hesitate to talk to people who are not from your community, which is completely natural. Even we are learning, but the thing is, you have to be brave enough to go and talk to people and reach out to people.
Yeah.
It will always help you. It's actually helping us as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I think we have made some sense.
Yep. So let's wrap up this second episode of our podcast. We'd love to hear from you, and it's time to say goodbye. Bye bye.